Can't ask for much else on your birthday. Hawks win 4-2 over the Dallas Stars in their second to last game of the season, and on my birthday. Turning 19 this year, a lot of things moving as this season concludes, a new chapter in my life begins. So let's go ahead and talk about this game that they won for me on my birthday. For starters, Alex DeBrincat hits 30 goals, hit 2 goals in the game, third number 30 and 31. Easily the highest scoring on the team, one of the top scorers in the league now. And the 56-game season scoring 30 goals is very impressive for a guy like Alex DeBrincat, who actually I'm seeing and noticing still isn't really getting the recognition I feel like he deserves. Anyways, on to the game. We're going to go ahead and skip about 7 minutes into the game where Patrick Kane is moving up into the Dallas Stars zone. And he's got Hartman and Entwistle with him. Drops off for Hartman. He moves into the left side, right across to Entwistle, who buries a loose change where there's no Anton Khudobin in sight. Mackenzie Entwistle gets his first career NHL goal on that one right there. And, for both of those players, it's got to feel good to have a scoring play set up by Patrick Kane. So this is a good situation and a happy moment for both of those players, especially nearing the end of this season, as they have both kind of played pretty well in these past couple of games, making themselves known in this Hawks lineup. I like where they're going. Hopefully they can develop into bigger stars. Who knows? But anyways, 1-0 Hawks. Just a few minutes later, Dennis Gurianov takes a shot on Lankinen. He makes the save, but he just pretty much stays put right where he's at, and the rebound ends up going to another Stars player, and he finds a pass right to him at the exact same spot, and Lankinen's not there. Bangs it on an easy shot, and this game is tied at 1. So, just about a minute after that goal, one of the weirdest goals of the season by any team in the entire league happens, where Brandon Hagel gets a nice little opportunity by himself in the Stars zone to put a shot on. He does get it on Khudobin, hits the crossbar. That's the unfortunate part about that. But the wacky part about this goal, the puck had backspin on it, and as it comes down from the crossbar, it goes right back into the net, and it counts for the Hawks. It's 2-1. Brandon Hagel gets a goal on one of the weirdest plays you're going to ever see, hitting it off the crossbar, and it backspins. You don't see that in hockey. You've seen it before in something like soccer. One of the most infamous, don't celebrate too early is a guy, I don't even know what league it is, probably some random place in the world that, I don't know. But he stops the shot. Pretty simple. He forgot about the backspin, and the ball just rolls right into the net, and it ended up losing in the game. Well, this just wasn't even Khudobin's fault. He was just out of position. He already made the save, he didn't even make the save. It went off the crossbar. But because of the backspin, he didn't have any time to come back and make the save. Oh my goodness, just what a wacky play and what a wacky goal. You're not going to see that one again for a long time, if ever, because wow. Brandon Hagel, caps off to you for getting credited with one of the weirdest goals I've ever seen. The next 8 or so minutes is just dominated by great saves by Lankinen and Khudobin, and once the Hawks go on the power play in the final 2 minutes of the period, Patrick Kane, out of I think it was a face-off or a corner battle, gets it at about the center of the ice, not center ice, but the middle of the rink, and he just waits to find for a pass. The Stars, little did they know, Alex DeBrincat was wide open, getting ready for a one-timer, and there's no Anton Khudobin over there. Alex DeBrincat buries it for his 30th goal of the season. Woo! 30 on 3-0 in 55 games. Just hats off to Alex DeBrincat there for 30 goals in such a shortened season like this. You can't help but applaud the man for the great job that he did this season, pretty much carrying this team down some of these stretches in terms of goal scoring, because holy cow, were there certain games where we could not score, but Alex DeBrincat was able to score once or twice and keep us in the game somewhat. So we head into intermission, 3-1 Chicago. And frankly, the second period had some good defensive play and stuff, but nothing really notable that I need to mention. So let's just go ahead and skip on to the third period where it's 3-1 Chicago. Here is another classic example of Hawks defense not performing to the best of their ability, because right here, Foxa takes a nice shot, a good save by Lankinen, but he's way too far out of the crease. Little do they know that Mark Pysyk is right there to take the shot on net, and he buries it where there's no Lankinen. He's too far out of net, and he has no chance to make that stop. And the defenders did the best they could, but I mean, again, it's going to the back of the net. You can't really say anything else. So that one's unfortunate. Stars get within one on a goal from Mark Pysyk. As we near the end of the game, just about 3 minutes to go. This is just a textbook rebound when you're looking at it. As the game nears its end, just about 3 minutes to go, Hawks get their fourth goal of the game, and it comes on a textbook rebound from Alex DeBrincat. Just when you look up the definition of a rebound, this is going to be what shows up. Just perfect right square off the actually, no. Martinez's goal to win the Stanley Cup would probably show up. But this is another example of just textbook rebound control and just juicy rebound that you bury every single time, because Khudobin cannot let those kinds of rebounds just go right to the other team. No goalie can, because those shots are going to go in every single time. If you give them a juicy rebound with a wide open net, it's going to go in every time. And just DeBrincat, textbook rebound control and burying this shot to bury the Stars in this one. 4-2 Hawks with about 3 minutes to go. Nothing really else happens. And that's how the game ends, with the Hawks doubling up the Dallas Stars 4-2. The only thing that could have made this game better for me on my birthday, if Alex DeBrincat got that hat trick goal, empty net goal at the very end of the game, because right as the clock hit 0, he put an empty net shot wide by just about a foot, according to Pat Foley. And just, man, if he was able to bury that for his 32nd, it would have been, and a hat trick, man, that would have been unreal as a birthday gift from the Hawks. I mean, outside of Patrick Kane, my favorite player is easily Alex DeBrincat. He's grown into one of my favorite players just overnight, it seemed like. I just didn't know what it was, but just overnight, DeBrincat seemed to just grow into one of my fan favorites. And I'm so glad to see that he is succeeding in the way that he has been this season. And I hope he's able to carry over some of that production over to next season, because as we know, some of the key pieces that the Hawks had in those championship runs all those years ago, it seems, at least at this point, are starting to go away. Seabrook officially retired. Shaw retired. We lost Crawford again also. And who knows? Taves was out this season. Still waiting on his status. And Duncan Keith is getting up there. Patrick Kane's getting up there. I mean, we're going to have to start finding some new prospects here. But I think we've got a good area of young talent in terms of DeBrincat, Kubalik, and a bunch of plethora of other names that I'm just blanking on right now. But I think DeBrincat will lead that charge. He's been great. This season has been his coming out season, I would say. And I cannot wait to see what he does in the future. The season concludes. One more game against the Dallas Stars. Let's finish it off right. Also, with this win, the Hawks eliminate the Stars from playoff contention. The Predators have clinched that final spot in the Central Division, but then again, they beat the Hurricanes, who they're going to be playing in the first round. So that series should be interesting if the Hurricanes and Predators final game goes Nashville's way. So, anyways, that's going to do it for me. One more game against Dallas for the season finale, and that's it for me. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next time.